Oh, you got one water supply which I'm going to tap. ඉතින් දැන් මේක උල්පත එතකොට ඒක අඩියෙන් නෑනේ අපිට මේක ටැංක් එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන් නේද? මේකෙන් ටැංක් එක දාන්න පුළුවන් එහාට. Oh. Yeah, there's one water supply here and adjacent to this big pipe which is being treated by all of us, and there's another stream here. නමුත් ඒක ජරා වතුරද?
නෑ උල්පත්.
උල්පත්. ඒක කොහොමද අපි ඒක ගන්නෙ? ඔව්. එතකොට අපි ඒක අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් නේ වතුර? බටයක් දාන්න බැරිද ඒක යටින්?
වලක් කාරලා මෙතන ටැංක් එක බැඳලා.
ඔව්.
එතන ගත්තා ගෙදම අර ටැංක් එක.
හරි ෂෝක් අපි කරමුද?
මේක ඉඩම
ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑනේ because වතුර අපිට අයිතිනේ.
එහෙමනම් මේ බටේ කොහෙන්ද යන්නේ?
අපි යන්නේ ගිහලා බලන්න පුළුවන් මේ කොහෙද යන්නේ? උඩට. මේක නිකන් ෆලෝ කරන්න. හරිද? ඒක අල්ලලා බලන්න ෆලෝ කරන්න.
Nah. Very dangerous. උඩ ටැංක් එකක් තියෙනවා මඩම්. සාමාන්‍ය ටැංක් එක. ඒකේ උල්පතක් තියෙනවා. ඒ ටැංක් එක. ඒ ටැංක් එකේ තමයි තියෙන දේ උල්පතක් තියෙන්නේ. ඔව්. උල්පත තියෙන තැන වටේම ටැංක් එක ගාලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ උඩින් කොහෙද වතුර එනවා ඒ ටැංක් එකට. මේක වීඩියෝ කරා.
ඔව්.
ඒ අර ටැංක් එක.
ඒක උල්පතක් එනවා.
ඔව්. අපිට ඉතින් මෙතන ටැංක් එකක් ගන්න තියෙනවා.
So you can get the upper tank filled. Now this, as you notice, has got water coming here in drips and drops and it's dirty, and it has been connected to this pipe which effectively goes into the tank. This should be excavated and allowed to fill. Somebody has made a concrete structure around it here, as you can see, but it still gets all the dirt and debris of the leaves and the dead leaves and the dying leaves and whatever used to help to the water supply. It was rather brown. So now, if this can be cleaned and made pure, this is not in the stream, so it doesn't affect the other users. But if this also effectively was supposed to serve the townspeople, they should have another But it's not going to be able to feed the townspeople because the little that comes in here is not going to be able to feed the entire town if it's supposed to be the case. Actually, we were not told about this water problem with this property when I bought it. But it can be solved effectively. One is by getting the 2 houses that are on the top of the hill, whom they contacted, if you can get their contact number, and ask them to fill at least the upper green tank, which is not really that large. And if you consider that, I don't know, some of these houses may have 2 tanks. I have only 1, and I've up to date paid 30,000 rupees on water to get my work done, because plastering and all that takes a lot of water and a lot of consumption of water. Now I intend to get this clean today and put my own pipe in here to take it into my reserve, merely for the purpose of having water to even wash my back when I come from Colombo. I have a bath or spot. At the moment I've been, for the last 3 visits, having spot washes, because even though there was water in the tank, as I showed you, everybody was being told that there is no water. Now, I don't intend to be selfish here. I was thinking about, even if I do collect it at a lower level from this source, I don't intend to be that. I can be quite happy to source this into my property, which is very easy because it's on a slope, and then provide the owners with the water because it's free. Why should we have to pay for it? But the problem is that with water being pumped up and water being pumped down and water being pumped all over town, I think that it can be solved. Furthermore, I went and investigated the 3 tanks up there. I went and walked through the pine forest. You can see the pictures of them. It's a desolate landscape where the pine needles have actually and effectively killed every single green that was below the trees. It's just pine needles, and it looks barren and lonely. And I walked right up there, and adjacent to it, of course, there is the Whispering Finance boundaries and peripheries, and beyond that is the natural green, like this stuff here, you see. This is all natural green, the reserve here. So now everybody can tap the water source from the reserve. There's no restrictions because water is an essential. And this one doesn't come, as you notice, this one doesn't come. It's a U bend, and there's another parallel line here that also runs from the upper tanks, both feeding the green tank below. Right, I think I have done enough of walking for this weekend. I walked yesterday, and as you might notice, the man has put his own little pipe here. As you can see, hidden, everything that he does is deep. So what he does is, he takes his own supply, and he doesn't give a damn about you owners. See? Everything that he does is all hidden and deceitful and for himself. And you're paying him his salary, which is why I refuse to pay him his salary anymore. Because I'm not interested in harboring a thief nor a parasite. So this is his pipe, effectively. And it goes beyond. It goes into this natural reserve. So he's done a nice little job, and said there's more water here. So now there are 2 connections, you notice? There's one here that goes in the green tank, and the one that goes there, which he probably has taken also from here and effectively closed it so that nobody can see it, you see? And this is how he gets his water supply. Totally for himself. Right, so they're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be for y'all. And let's all pray to the good Lord that this water supply that even comes from here and along here, because he's getting water effectively in a steady stream here. So now, I don't want the big wigs to come in here, because basically I've been deprived of water and I've heard enough of the rubbish about no water, no water. So we'll get this fixed for the use of all. There's a natural incline here, which effectively can be taken from that source and put into a tank here, which will be in my property. However, but I have a habit of always hiding facts, you see. So do the townspeople. And they say, "Api kiwwa no, kawuda ahanne?" You can see the tank here. This will probably be the place where I make my water reserve. I've built a water reserve here so I can then pump it up into my own, because I'm sick and tired of paying water bills which are phenomenal when I'm not getting water here. With trumped up bloody charges, fixes the bills according to his likes and dislikes of the owner. I'm being very factual here. And I was told by the Sastrakaya that I'm a man in a woman's body. I think I am. That Suresh, whoever, Suresh is a darn good lad. Young, 21-year-old, but very effective. And it's now 9:15. I will bid you all a good day. This is only for the owners of the estate. I'm going to put this on YouTube. Have a good day. Walked right up to the top peripheries of the spring pines. This is in my own backyard. And this water is cleaner than the water that I'm drinking at the moment, which tastes of mud. This hide it again has not been disturbed. You see, that's the thing he does. Covers the evidence. So I'm also covering the evidence, because that's how he is. I'm not a crook, but I've been a detective. 33 court cases, one for my mother, and all because of paperwork and evidence. Now, tell me there's no water in this bloody property. You have to be very agile on your feet if you intend to walk the reserves. As you can see, the green tank there, which feeds are empty tanks. Effective solution, Mr. Rajapaksa and all, is to get that water supply over the hills, as the two houses on top do, into the green reservoir and get it pumped into that there, instead of getting it pumped down here to get it pumped back up, which is crazy. I mean, I'm a very practical person, you see. Then I got to get back to where I came from. Not that easy. I'm always walking through jungle here, see what I mean? This kind of stuff. Let's go back to where we came from. There are easier methods to access this. But you've got to be very, very agile on your feet. Fortunately, at the age of 62, I still am. It is a blessing from heaven. Constant prayers. Even the water source yesterday, I was praying to the good Lord to find me a water supply which is adjacent to my property. There's a natural incline here which effectively can be taken from that source and put into a tank here, which will be in my property. Yeah, what the man does effectively is, while having his own private supply from up there, he also takes his own private supply from the second tanks in front, which are always full. Evidence. Nothing to beat evidence, you see. People shouldn't talk without looking at the videos I send, because I send videos which are obviously of great importance. Now, this was in April 2003. A river was a stream that was effectively very flush with water. Now, it is a barren wasteland. The months when we are supposed to be having I've been here now from 2003 to 2014. Started building in 2012, April. I was cheated left, right and center. But basically, the water has stopped. And if we don't do something about it, we are going to have a problem. And I think it's crazy to be pumping up when there is a tank right at the top there, a green tank, which can be effectively used. So you see, the line goes there, his own private little line there, and one does not know whether that line that comes into the back still continues, because I can't be cutting pipes here to prove a point. But this is the second connection, as you can see, to his own little supply here. He doesn't give a damn about you all. Be happy. Show you my own little watering system. The reason why this is so verdantly green here is because all my kitchen water feeds these 5 pots.